to check the symmetry on it. I learned when I was little, because I liked Superman so much, how to draw the S. You know what I'm saying? Like, goes like that. Superman. So I'm going to use the shape, the Superman S. Watch how I use that shape to put eyes on a face. Alright, let's erase this. Now, it's difficult to draw things symmetrical. So you start by drawing your basic eye, and when you'll draw something and you'll check yourself by looking in the mirror. Hold it up in the mirror, or like I can see a screen on this video camera that shows me. And you'll find that when you do that a lot, you'll find that you tend to do the same errors every time. And so you can consciously overcorrect to train yourself to do otherwise. So like I found as I was learning to paint, that I always tend to tilt my lines down to the right. So I consciously strove to make them go more up to the right. And you can correct your own tendencies. It's not just random error each time. You have certain things that you will have a unique tendency toward. So let me make these eyes. I want them to be straight across from each other. I want an eye's distance in between them. So just the eyeball part, not the whole socket. Just the actual part where the eyeball is exposed. I want that distance in between to be close to the same. And then I'll just do a quick, we're talking about placement now, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time. Making the inside of the eye all detailed. Right? So let's just do this. We want to have a good shadow on top. Now see how just these basic dark areas, those eyes, they look like eyes, and it's just a few dark splotches with the marker just because I've got those shadows in there. Let's do the eyebrows. We'll go up about an eye's distance on the eyebrows. Now that can definitely vary. Some people have higher eyebrows, some lower. So we'll just do this. Bring them in. We'll put a little bit of that upper eyelid on there. Like that. And then I'm going to use this shape. Now I know that in a lot of drawing tutorials, you kind of map out the whole face and put things in the right place according to lines. Well, I find this to be easier. Doing piece by piece and knowing where things are according to the last thing you put down. So I think I don't have quite enough space in between these eyes. So let's just do a little bit less right there. Then make a nose down here. So the shape that I'm going to follow is a boundary line like that Superman S. Okay? So watch this. See right here. See that boundary line is going to be, the nose will come down here, the eyes will come to the edge, and then this kind of shows where the cheekbones are, and it gives you good reference. So let me draw a nose in here, bring that down. I got kind of a tilt on that, so let's bring it down like this. Okay, then I've already got my eyes. Put the little eyelid underneath, and then we'll do a mouth. So let's get rid of my guideline here. Do a mouth. Typical mouth will come about to the middle of the middle of the eye. Okay, so if I drew a line straight down from the middle of the eye, a normal mouth will come about to those lines, but that also can vary, and it's up to you, the artist, to experiment with how far you can vary from the stereotypical, more general guideline and still have a human-looking face. Okay, then we'll make a bottom lip on here. Okay, and then we go like this. The lip has this part that dips down on it, and then it has the bottom lip. Then we'll put kind of a shadow under here. There's a shadow under a person's, see the shadow right here? Right there. So I'm making right there. Okay, chin comes down. Let's go like this. Okay, we've got a very manly looking face right now. So in a second, I'll show you how to turn that into a very womanly looking face. Let's put some hair on it. Let's go. Eyes should be about in the middle of the head, so I need to be careful. I always see people make the forehead too small. Common mistake. So make sure you go up high enough that the hair is like way up here, so that you want a nice big melon on this guy. And of course, pencils have erasers. Okay. Like this, make some sideburns coming down. Alright. Now I know I'm not explaining a lot about the other parts of this face, but I'm focusing on how to just nail the placement. You know, that's how you recognize a person. You know, you'll see someone 100 feet away. You can't see the wrinkles in their face. What you see is the placement of their eyes, cheekbones, nose, mouth, and you see the relative size of each of those things compared to the rest. And that's your facial recognition. It's based on those proportions. So they vary from person to person, but they're always within these guidelines. So I've got this real manly looking face, and I didn't put any, these lines are real important. Real important. Okay, so I'll make a little bit of a line here. These little lines always, like I have on, especially when I smile, they always come up over the nostrils. They don't come to the middle of the nostril. They don't come under. They always come over. Like that. See these nostrils I made? Like this. They always come over. And then I'm going to draw a line right here. Watch this. Okay, now that line is not on a face, but it represents a boundary area again, where I have a change of angles on the bones in the face. This is kind of a snout coming down, and the mouth and nose area come out further, while this area goes back, and this shows the edge of the cheekbone, and a lot of times you'll have kind of a shadow in that area. So this guy will look like he's got a big old 5 o'clock shadow if I shade in those areas. See? And it tapers down to the edges of the chin like that. Okay, now let's do a much more girly looking face. So I'll leave the eyes. Watch. I'm going to change some of these proportions to look girly. Okay, first of all, I will kind of raise the angle like this. I'll bring those eyes up a little bit. I'll raise the eyebrows because typical female eye sockets are not as deep, and because of that, the eyebrow doesn't hang down over the eye as much. So we'll raise those up. We'll pull them back from the nose because girls are always trimming their eyebrows these days. And then we'll make the nose. We're going to use this same triangle, okay? And we'll make we don't want to make a real prominent arched nose. If we want to make a real generic looking girl, a lot of girls have big noses for sure, but if we want to make just a very stereotypical feminine look, I mean a lot of women look like men, you know what I mean? What are you going to do? Okay, so we've got that, and then I'll do the mouth. So let's make the mouth is not going to be a lot different, probably slightly smaller. Okay, we've got a mouth right here. Now the chin, that's really where you can make this look boy or girl. So if I bring this chin, it was way down here, but I'm gonna bring that up quite a bit to here. And I'm going to do a much rounder look, not the defined jawbones quite as much. And I'm going to shrink. So I've shrunk down the cheekbones. Do that. I've shrunk down the jawbone. I've shrunk the chin, and then I changed the way the eye sockets look to get my girly look. Alright, so let's put some ears like this. Oh yeah, and this angle on the eyes, that helps a lot too. Okay, so now it's a lot more girly looking, but if I put long hair, it's going to look even more longer hair. Okay, do this. Let me kind of erase this right here. And if we put a more girly looking haircut on this person, like so, and then we can put eyelashes too. A little bit hard on this dry erase board. Put a heavy shadow on that. Okay, much more girly looking face because I shrank down that chin. I angled the jawbone inward instead of coming more straight down. So like a man's face, you know, if I want to turn this back into a man face, then I'm going to be more like, you know what I'm saying? I'm exaggerating right now, but see the difference in that shape? Totally exaggerating, so, you know, just to prove the point. Bring those eyebrows lower, closer together. Bring the eye down. No longer has a girl face. You know, I exaggerated the lines so they look like that. Yeah, not just looks wrong. Okay. So, hopefully that's helpful. Laying out the human face. You know, I can do a rerun of it. You know, you have your eyes like this, eyes width apart. Do your eyebrows. Have your triangle. Make your nose in the triangle like this. Make your mouth right under that. Make the mouth come out to the middle of the eyes. Make the shadow, make the chin, and the chin is more than a mouth's distance down. And then go up like this. Then make the hair like so. Right. Make ears. Okay, make the beard. Right, make the beard, make the mustache. It's now Santa Claus. Right, eyebrows. Eyelids, eyeballs. Make him smiley. If you bring these up, he looks like he's smiling. Alright, there you go. That's how you draw faces. I guess it turned into more of a how to draw faces video than how to draw eyes video. Hopefully it's not too long. Let's turn that off.